Okay, hello and welcome, friends. Oh god. Okay, my mic isn't peaking. Good. Hello and welcome to City of Red Waters, episode 7. My name's Ash. I'm your GM and your host. I use she/her pronouns. I'll be running the game today, and I have with me 3 utter scoundrels. And I'll get them to introduce themselves, starting with Aaron.
Hi, I'm Erin, she, her pronouns, and I will be playing the part of either Bellum or Snake tonight, depending on what needs doing to who.
Dope. Dakota.
Hi, yeah, I'm Dakota. I'll be playing Paul tonight. I use he, him pronouns, and I look forward to doing a little righteous violence.
Damn straight. And Oki.
Hello, I'm Oki. I use he, him pronouns. I play either Lace or Flint. And yeah, we'll either be cutting throats or shooting things. I'm sure we'll get to all of it today.
Yep. So, quick question. What the fuck happened last time?
We broke into the gentleman's home.
Oh, right!
We
With
killed
a
the
bunch
chief
of-
legislator with the help of spirits.
Spirits helped us.
Amongst
Yeah.
them, the Peacock.
The P-Croc.
Yes.
Definitely the MVP, P-Croc.
Yep. Champion. Did we finish on downtime, or did we finish... That's the thing I'm trying to remember, is are we
I
up to
feel like
doing a
we
mission?
did because we that's when we beat up ghosts.
Yes,
Get rid of
right.
the,
Sawtooth went to jail.
That's right, Sawtooth went to
Right.
jail.
No, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But did pretty well in there, to be fair.
Yes! Like, well showed up for work. Like, yeah. That was pretty badass.
And I got to use my dog finally.
You got to use your dog,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
all in all, everything went pretty well. Alright, dope. And just getting myself acquainted with... Yeah. So, we dealt with the chief legislator. Did you manage to invent your sound machine?
Yes.
Mm.
The
The Garfunkel? What was it?
Garfunkel device. Cool. Yeah. All right. So we're back up to doing doing a job. Which is it feels like a weird place to be jumping in after a gap, but that's all right.
That's the best way to get your feet under you is to just jump back on the bike.
That's true.
Our bike is murder, so...
It is. You have definitely got the all of the special abilities relating to murdering.
We've just borrowed some from other places.
Mm.
Yep. Yep. We've got.
Who's hot on our list? Because we've got a little bit of a wanted level, but nothing too excessive.
That's true.
So we're pretty good to go
Right.
against a named
got-
baddie.
Mhm. Yeah. If you wanna hit someone on your list, then you can do that. Otherwise, I'm happy to roll you other opportunities as well.
Mm.
Let's do that real quick, just so that we have a couple of options on the table.
Mm.
I just have to navigate the fucking PDF. Where is it? Strange Forces. I want missions. Nope, that's definitely not it.
Fix.
in the meantime, who on the list is looking tasty?
So I feel like the influential banker is the thing that's one of the things that's currently screwing us over. Like
Mhm.
limiting the amount of coin we can have on hand is not great.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Chief Magistrate is still giving us one extra heat per score, but that wouldn't be as bad if the Detective Inspector was dead.
Yeah.
So I think Magistrate is probably below Detective on my personal shit list.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure if the banker or the inspector is worse for us right now.
How do we roll more dice for reducing heat?
Kill him.
I mean,
So
if we had multiple dice, how do we get multiple dice?
so basically it acts as like an action roll. So
Mhm.
like if I would beat up people who are, being police informants, then I could roll whatever my skirmish is. But right now, since he's alive, we can only roll a max of one.
One of them. Got it. Right.
Mm.
I remember now. Well, all right.
Yeah, I feel like taking out the banker is good, but we don't have an immediate intense need for coin. Like,
That's true.
does anyone have too much coin on them that
Is anyone too rich?
yeah.
Lace. Just like
Lace.
narratively.
Yeah. Yeah, I could always like ask Daddy for a bit of coin. Daddy, I need to go shopping.
Yep.
Because yeah, I think the banker feels like a good next time target when we've got some palms to pay off.
Yeah. Flint has 1 coin. Lace has none.
Between my two characters, I have 1 coin.
Yeah, I think there's one in the crew as well. So
Yeah.
we are not not looking cashed up, but
I imagine if we hit the banker, we could also try
And hit the
to
bank.
yeah.
take money.
That just makes sense.
Hey. Additionally, the Brackish mob have got a job they'd like you to do. So,
Mm.
We have details on that, or is it like a come here if you're interested thing?
I don't think we need to play out the handing over of the mission. I think Dakota, did Cole go?
Yeah, I did a lot of gambling last time.
Yeah, I think you probably heard about this mission then. Which is the Brackish mob are because one of their guys has abandoned the mob. He's decided he doesn't want to be a part of the organized crime anymore. Wants to just be a regular guy working on be a boatman. Just wants to live a simple labourer's life. Doesn't want to be part of this organised crime anymore. Which would be great if he didn't have a bunch of codes that the Brackish mob need tattooed on his back.
Okay.
And they don't think that he actually is just wanting to get away. They think that he's like planning to use the codes that he now is the only person who has access to fuck them over. So another job opportunity. There, if you want to get if you want to get bonus like rep with the mob.
What is our standing with them currently? I think it's pretty positive.
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
It's a
2.
it's a one right now.
Yeah, so you
Oh
could,
no, it is.
is
two.
a two.
Sorry,
You
you're
could
right.
get them right up to being real friends.
They're only a tier 1.
That is true. They're the same tier as you.
Yeah.
They're asking you for help because they're like, we're friends, we're buddies. We only beat the shit out of Cole occasionally.
Oh, they did do that, huh?
It was a verbal assault.
Yeah.
Mostly.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Mostly.
There's a big chunk of it was a financial assault.
Yes.
When did that happen? What
A
happened?
couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Their muscle ace came in and
Shoot you
made
out during
some
a gambling?
overtures about how we shouldn't be making too much noise.
Oh.
But yeah, that job's on the table, or you can just go after one of your like regular targets.
You
Those
would
are all-
reckon?
What do we have to gain? Like better standing with them and
And some coin. They'll pay you.
coin. Right.
Yeah, I'm like, we don't have money, but I also don't feel like we're hurting too much for it at the moment. What we gain on any old take will be kind of sufficient to keep the.
They're offering
engine
6
going.
coin, so
Oh, that is a lot of coin though.
It's a lot of coin.
6 coin, I think, would be almost enough for us to actually use our rep to tier up to 2. Like, if we pooled it, I forget exactly how much it is. I think it's like 7 plus your
yeah, something like that.
current tier or something.
Yep.
And, I mean, we've got like 2 or 3 coin floating around, so we could become a weak tier 2 gang with that money.
How does our tier help us?
There are a bunch of things when where you end up rolling your tier. For instance, when you try to acquire an asset, it'll be like your roll will be modified by your tier. If you have like any like
Like the quality of our asset.
yeah, exactly, and like the quality of your of like any people that you have under you, as like if you had cohorts or things like that.
Mm. That is something I am looking to crack on with, since we're getting to the pointy end of having to deal with some well protected targets.
Yep.
It's a good point.
Also, it makes smaller groups, I think, less likely to mess with us since
Yep.
we have more weight to swing around.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Did they say what they want to happen to this guy? Like, do we capture him and bring him in? Do we
They
have to
need
kill him?
they need our cop. They need the information that's written on his back.
That's all we know.
So, if you make a very good copy of it, that would be fine.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But I presume they don't want him to continue having the codes on his back.
I mean, that would be better. The main thing the main problem they have is that they can't is that like currently they can't like talk to a bunch of their like people that their contacts.
Yeah.
They can't access a bunch of their financial stuff. Like, they are really hobbled right now. Like, if you don't get that, if you like do the job but fail to get the codes, they won't be able to pay you.
Mm.
I think the last time that you went to visit the gambling den, it was like, yeah, temporarily we can't do shit. Sorry, like.
Mm.
So
Chaos.
they like
Well.
they would prefer him not to have them anymore. They definitely want to have them back.
Yeah, well, if it's impacting my ability to get my fix, then I guess that's probably something that would incline me to take the job.
My guess is that if they get the codes, then they can re-establish contact and start new codes, maybe. But like,
Right.
but
A
like,
pain in the ass.
yeah,
They're gonna tattoo a new guy. It's like
exactly.
gotta wait for him to heal. Like this is a month-long process. At
Yep.
this point.
Yeah, I mean, if the immediate job is not like whack the dude, then sure.
Yeah. And money?
He's-
Yeah.
Money is good. Ash,
Good
I think
payday
your
for-
mic is peaking a little bit on the
Oh,
stream.
sorry. Alright,
No, it's
cheers.
fine. I'll just let you know.
Seems like it's doing better now. We'll see how we go.
Oh, Anna's
Yeah,
here.
cool.
Oh, Anna's here.
I'm on board with doing this job if y'all want to.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
I think.
Yeah, I think
Windfall
sounds fun.
would-
Cool. Alright.
And what could go wrong?
Yeah. I mean,
Have to steal
we're,
the guy's
we're
back
tired
while
of
he
killing,
sleeps.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you definitely don't want to do any more killing.
I mean, for the next 30 minutes.
We're done with that life.
So, all right. The kind of big problem that you need to address is the need for. Yeah, I know. I'm watching it. I can see it hitting like the mics max. The big problem that you have is that you know that he's gone off to become a labourer on one of the boats on one of the like barges that go up and down the river.
Mm.
Okay.
That's about the most information that you've got. That's the information that
Brackish bomb.
the mob have. Yeah, because he's hiding from them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there any opportunity for me to call in contacts with my work as a shipping assistant?
Absolutely, that's a great
Yeah.
use of that.
See if I can track down recent hires, particularly, someone who doesn't
Mm-hmm. Yep.
doesn't look like they may have come through the traditional means.
Yep. No, that sounds good. So that's a gather information roll, I think. So that just means that rather than doing like position and effect, so you use one of your skills, but rather than doing position and effect, you use you like the position effect goes away, and the amount of information you get is what the result is.
Yeah, cool. I think survey makes the most sense.
Yep, that makes sense to me. Yeah, it
So
could be
I
survey or
just-
consort. I could see as well. but
Yeah.
Either way.
So I ignore the position and effect, and let's roll some dice. At the start of 3 ones.
Get it out of the way.
That's I am sad, to say the least.
Let me have a look and see what that results in.
You surveyed with your eyes closed.
Yeah.
Oh
'Cause
my
I think
goodness.
I think I can still give you some information on that terrible roll.
That's unbelievable for me.
It's very good. Well done.
It's so just ones.
Yep.
It looks nice.
Once upon a time.
Yeah, you came first.
Oh, golly goodness.
Can you crit? Can you crit fail?
No, you can't critically
No,
fail.
okay.
No.
Because this would definitely be the time for that to happen.
Oh no, you do normally have effect, not necessarily position, but That's interesting. Cool. All right. Yeah. Well, the boatmen are not happy about the fact that you've been asking around after a person that they're protecting as a faction. So yeah, they know you're looking for him. They're probably moving him to a safe location now because he's one of them now. The boatsmen being a tier 4 organization because they run the fucking river.
What?
This easy job just became much more complicated.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the boatsmen are the river equivalent of the agricultural union.
Yeah.
Great.
Um.
But even more powerful.
Mhm.
Okay. I don't know how to bounce back from that. That's that's just
Well, you
taking
better
all
work
of
out
my morale.
You better work out something because, like, because either you want to get the boatsmen back on side, or you want to fucking finish this job.
Yeah.
Because at the moment you've got bad and bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you could organize to meet up with them if you wanted to.
Yeah, look, maybe this is a two-step process. Maybe we do something for them, show them that we're a fine, upstanding organization, and then they can just let us talk with this chap and get his tattoos copied down, and nobody needs to have any violence done to them. We'll save that for the real bad guys.
Sounds like we probably want to do like a social engagement then. To try and have a meet up with them.
It's not our strong suit, but I think so.
I mean, that sounds like what you're describing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds like a job for Lace.
All right, dope. Let's go ahead and jump into that then. Where is the score? Planning and engagement. Oh, good. Social. Negotiate, bargain, or persuade with your social connection. So that was based on your background, wasn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a look at the boatsman. Do we reckon actually I think yeah, I think I'm happy for y'all to like let me know what's your like, how are you gonna try and who are you getting in contact with to organize this thing, right? Is it one of Lace's connections? Is it one of Cole's connections? Who's leveraging their connections to?
I think it's pretty clear that my connections are running a little bit dry in that side of things. It's been a while since I've worked the role, and I think there's probably been too much turnover and too much attention that people don't want to stick their neck out for the hanged man.
Yep. No, that makes sense.
I could imagine Lace, since she owns a boat and maybe she knows a few people, obviously, that friends that are also boaters.
If her vice is
Luxury.
is she likely to know smugglers?
Probably. Yeah.
All right, so she probably knows Peaches then. William Morrison
Yeah.
is a smuggler.
Good old Peaches.
He's he's the one that can hook you up with that like smuggles in like really like foreign like produce and things like that 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 would normally be pretty heavily taxed.
Right. Exotic fruits.
Exactly, things like that. So yeah, all right, cool. We're gonna get him. We're gonna meet up with him. And he's gonna like do the like be the connection that you're gonna be talking to. So let's do.
Marvelous.
So yeah, the plan is to like talk to him and organize to a peaceful resolution to this problem.
Yeah, I think that's the goal. There's no need to like the brackish mob want their codes. That's primarily it. That doesn't need to be a problem.
All right, cool. Let's. Do we still? The governor still exists, so we don't start with one for luck. But,
Thank you,
is this
Governor.
particularly bold or daring? I don't think so.
No.
I think this is pretty
It's a
pretty
lovely
average.
social.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it complex or contingent? Not really. We're just asking. This is a mission of asking to like people to like calm down, do us a favor.
Yeah.
Does it expose the vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest? Not really. Are they strongest against this approach? Certainly not. Are any of your friends or contacts helping? Yes.
Yeah.
Are any of your rivals interfering? No. So that's one dice for our engagement.
You want me to do it?
Yeah, go
yeah,
on.
you can do it.
I believe.
One roll, one dice.
That's a
it's
two. All right, so
Here we go.
you agree to meet on what's it called? On the Edith Victorious. So the SS Edith Victorious has been like moored in port for over a year now. It's supposed to have been they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna moor it in port and like repair it, and no one's fucking touched it. So yeah, so Peaches agrees is like, oh yeah, we'll meet aboard that as a like,
Everybody knows where that is.
because well it's a fucking big iron. It's like one of the few iron boats around. What's the word? Ironclad? Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it stands out if you go anywhere near the docklands. So yeah, you head down there. It's like dreary and raining and like grey skies. So like the sound of the rain on the iron ship, and like you can hear the sounds of like dock workers nearby calling amongst each other as they work. This is definitely like a strong like you're in strong boatsman territory. Like they've made sure that you're coming onto their turf to meet with them. But yeah, inside, like normally Peaches is like really like quite like has a like a strong gentle smile, and like the and like laughter lines around his eyes and things, and his big soft beard and whatnot. But this time when you come in and like meet him on the deck of the ship, he's got like the rain coming down on him, and he says, "Didn't expect you to get messed up in the likes of these, Lace. Bad folks, these ones."
I find them very aligned with what I want. And I think you might find that we all want the same thing.
Yeah, I think he's all want the same thing. Cutthroats and murderers don't have stock with those that just want to get by.
Not everyone has the opportunity to get by.
Yeah.
Our feller just wants out. He doesn't want any more. He doesn't want any more of this criminal lifestyle. He wants a simple. He wants a simple time. And then they send the and he like looks at Cole and he is like, and the mob sends murderers after him.
Well, that's why I'm here, to make sure everything goes swimmingly.
He's like, yeah,
and we can certainly help him get out of this life if he wishes.
I think he laughs, right? He's like, get out of this life. Is that what you've done? Is that what you've done, Lace? Gone from girl with a bright future to criminal and cutthroat? No, I don't think so.
I feel I can assure a brighter future with the group I run with now.
So let's jump back a bit to like a mechanical level.
Okay.
He doesn't trust you because y'all are murderers.
Right.
I mean, that's a matter of perspective.
You'll kill people, and you've sent and the mob has sent people who kill people.
Right. Oh yeah. It looks bad. Yeah, absolutely.
By the way, I picked my load light, so.
Okay, cool. Good job.
Yeah, likewise.
I'm still not even sure who I brought.
Let's work that out just real quick.
Yeah.
Are you taking spooky, punchy, kill a person with a door, or are you bringing
Kill people with chemicals? Like,
yeah.
You don't have a less murdery one.
I think I'm gonna bring Bellum.
Okay, cool. Classic. So what's the approach? What do we want to, like, how are we going to try and what are you trying to, like, how are you trying to turn this around? Because at the moment it's definitely a thing of like, he's aware, he's made sure that this meeting is where if you wanted to start shit, like like you can tell that he's like wants to make sure that you're not going to just try and kill him on the way to what you want.
Right.
And he seems very disappointed in you, Lace.
Yeah.
It's like got that sad dad look.
Totally. I don't know if it's like, if we can trade for something or bribe, or like, how else are we going to convince him? I don't think, I mean, I could do a sway, but I don't know if the sway is going to fully convince him, right?
I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, a sway could convince him. It's just that the moment it's... So let's look at, if we wanted to sway him, what are we trying to convince him of? To just bring the guy forward?
The ideal is to set the meeting, but I think that perhaps we need to hit a stepping stone first, and it's like convince him to let us convince him that this is not kind of what it looks like.
Right.
This is not a mob hit. Yeah.
like all we want is the meeting for information, not we're not here to take anyone out.
Yeah. Yep. So at the moment, you're trying to sway him into that would be limited success, limited. What's the fucking term? Position and
Effect.
Limited effect. But also you're in a controlled position, right? You just the effect is limited. I suppose it's risky because you are surrounded by thugs.
Risky.
So
Limited.
do we want to try and tweak some of those, right? Do you have any abilities that might does anyone want to flash back to doing other research, things like that?
I cannot. If anyone else wants to.
Yeah. Look. What's the? I mean, yeah. Can I do some research on Peaches specifically and find out more about what endears him to someone? Like what kind of behaviors or actions would kind of ring as more authentic to him.
So let's do a. So do you want to pay a stress for a flashback?
Yep.
And then we can do a gather information roll to see how much you know about Peaches.
Yep. Went well last time.
Oh yeah.
Surely can't be any more ones in my future, right?
Oh no, you've used them all. Like the Hopper's just got like 5s and 6s now.
Exactly. Yeah.
So position effect. Just risky standard for this.
So let me have a look at the thing for effect real quick. Gather information. Where are we? 36. Gather information. So, yeah, okay. So with gather information, what's supposed to happen is you're supposed to ask me a question, and then I can. I don't use gather information very often, so I never remember the rules. So tell me what question you want the answer to, and then we can work out what the effect is going to be as far as what kind of answer you're going to get.
Okay. What kind of values does Peaches have that might justify violence in his eyes?
Right. So justify violence. All right.
Because he's like our.
So you want him to
position.
to be on side with you and understand why you do violence?
Yeah, I think that's if he understands. He doesn't need to understand our cause, right? Like that's I get that not everyone's going to kind of comprehend that. That's kind of that one step of enlightenment for us, right? But if he understands that like the circumstances in which we commit violence aren't the circumstances that have brought us here, then he's more inclined to trust us on this.
All right, cool. So yeah, I think you're gonna get probably limited on that one. You're certainly not gonna get the whole image.
Yeah.
Because it's a fairly personal question you're trying to find the answer to.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
if you have any abilities
I
that
could-
boost things and things like that, you could use that. But yeah.
I mean, I could assist simply. Maybe he has family. Maybe he has a daughter. Maybe he has someone I'm friends with in his family besides just him.
Yeah, you can certainly assist on that.
Yeah,
Um,
I will take 1 stress.
And you can push yourself to get
yeah,
to boost your.
I will. I will do that to get more effect.
So that'll move you up to standard, which is good details, clarifying, and follow-up questions are possible.
All right. Yeah. Let's have a roll of that and
See what we find out about the values
hope for the best.
of peaches.
1 bonus dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the assist. Marvelous.
Hey,
There's another 1 in there, but it's a 5-1 double 3.
All right. So
take it.
Peaches as a person is kind of his thing is like people just want to be able to have a nice time. They want to like, and he's there to like help out with that, right? He's so like as your reputation with Highwater went down, that was not a good look for him. To him, it seemed like you were kind of like everything was fine and people were having an okay time, right? Like people could like people could enjoy the things that they enjoy. No one was really making too much trouble for anyone, and then you started like, I think definitely like wrecking a party was not a good look to him. Things like that, right? He's definitely
It was our party, though.
no, it was definitely that lady's party.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is that thing of like, he's very, he's quite idyllic. He gets along really well with the fisher folk, because he sees them as like simple and like as like simple people who know how to like have a nice time and chill out. So his kind of his thing is like, let's all just like and like he doesn't like that Lace has gone from like a person who you can have a nice cup of tea with to like a dangerous person, right? Who's going to make people have a very bad time now that she's part of this gang, right? So there's an angle in there if you can kind of if you can kind of get in at the like at the showing at like he's ignoring systemic suffering, right?
Yeah.
Whether or not
and at the very
you
least,
can push that is
the rest of the mob can't function, and so the people who are like running events and that sort of thing can't happen. He's also stopping people from just having a good time.
Yeah. Yep.
And it doesn't require violence to solve that.
I think that's the
Just
thing
requires-
that's the trick here. The big problem that he has is that it is trusting you not to use violence.
Yeah. I would like to make a show of good faith and hand him a pistol.
All right.
And be
Absolutely.
like, we don't need to, we don't want to beat the shit out of this guy. We just need the information that he has tattooed on him so that our associates can get back to putting on a show, making things run smoothly. I know what it looks like for us to be the ones that are sent here to do this, but this isn't our fight. There's causes that are much more meaningful to us. There's problems that need violence to solve, and this isn't one of them. This should be much easier for us.
All right. Okay. I mean that's pretty solid. It sounds like a sway.
Yep.
I think if you're giving him the pistol, I think that's probably makes it up to standard. And so I think we're up to like risky standard because now the risk is he has a gun.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
But like standard, like that's a powerful move
Mm.
to arm your opponent. So
And I can certainly assist again,
Mhm.
if you wish.
Yeah, I mean, I have one pip in sway. It's not a comforting number. Is there a devil's bargain here that would be worthwhile?
Oh yeah, let's have a look. I'm sure I can think of one because this is a perfect position for a devil's bargain.
I really like this as a mechanic.
Oh yeah, it's real
quietly.
good. Um, yeah, okay. So the thing about devil's bargains is that they're supposed to be things that happen whether or not you succeed. And that's what's tricking me here. Because I've got one for if you succeed.
Mm.
And I've got a different one for if you fail. But
I mean, that's not strictly the rule, but I'm happy to entertain it as a like. Here are the different ways this goes.
yeah, wait, we've got Bellum with us?
Yes.
Right, okay. Devil's bargain. Bellum notices, like, Devil's bargain. Bellum, this boat is cursed as fuck.
Oh God. Great.
Are we happy to take that as a devil's bargain? You are doing a deal on a cursed boat.
Oh, Lord above! I don't want to mix with that.
Cool. You don't have to take it then.
I will push myself instead.
Sure.
That's
Cool.
that's a much safer
And
approach.
Cool.
All right.
Helping as well. Okay. Did
Yeah,
I
I
help
added
you?
your
Okay,
your assist in there.
So 6, a
Thank
3,
you.
and a 4.
Love
Fucking
it.
thank God for that 6. Nice job.
Whew.
All right.
And no cursed boat.
Yeah.
That would have been fine. That would have been fine.
Yeah.
I can punch the curse
As
right
we
off.
walk
I don't know-
away
Bellum
from the
starts
wreckage.
blasting.
I don't know if you've read about
Yeah.
the Edith Victorious in the like setting document, but it's a fun time. So, yeah, I think
Oh.
putting the putting the gun into his hand is a really solid move. And like then you start talking like when you start waxing philosophical, he's like kind of taken aback. He's not expecting that. He's expecting ruthless killers, not people who have a political ideal.
We're not just thugs.
No,
As
clearly
Trump
not.
would
Thugs
say.
with brains.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
The brain is the thickest muscle.
I think he has this idea. He's like, All right. Well, if you're, well, if it's just the codes you need, and you swear no other harm will come to him.
Swear.
Not from us. I don't see any reason why any harm would come to him in general, but we have no quarrel with him.
And so I think Peaches is like, do you want I should do you a favor then?
Look, I think favors are nice, but if there's something that you require of us that you would trust us with, I think we can make a deal rather than doing a favor for each other.
A favor then. and he walks inside, like, yeah, you've agreed that he's doing you a favor, and you're gonna owe him one.
That's fine.
Like,
course.
and like he walks inside and doesn't give you another option. You can like walk away or you can follow him inside.
No, that's yeah. Let's follow in.
Yeah.
I'm happy for yeah.
Yep. Cool.
This is a fine outcome.
Yeah. So he heads inside. The boat makes like horrible groaning noises, in the wind, and Adelaide is there, the guy that you've been sent to deal with. There are a couple of other like boatsmen thugs. In fact, you probably recognize members of Peaches' crew, Lace. So he's got like some of his crew there, and Adelaide's like, well, and like goes to run, and Peaches is like, hey, calm down, don't get skittish now, and waves the gun at him. Just as like he would have just been waving his hand, but he's holding a gun.
Yeah.
And Adelaide's like, oh shit.
Should have just given him it. Just the barrel first. It's just holding it backwards.
He's like, now I've got the word of this fine young gentleman and this lovely young woman of stature, and this person, that they're not gonna bring any harm to you. They just want the codes that you've got. They say that they can't. They say that the mob is suffering without them, and you didn't tell us about that. Now, you said that you was free and clear. And like there's a little bit of like a conversation of between him and Adelaide where they're like, yeah, no, you didn't mention the fact that like you'd fucked them over. And he's like, so what you need from him? He's got to tell you something, some secret password.
Got a tattoo on his back of the codes we need.
He's got a what?
We need it. We need him to take off his.
Why would you tattoo?
Pinches the bridge of her nose. We need him to take off his shirt, so that we can write down what he has on his back.
That's ridiculous. Why would anyone tattoo codes on a person's back?
We were sent here because the people whose idea this was for organization obviously don't think things through very well.
Yeah,
it's really hard to disagree with that.
Yeah, and Adelaide's like, yeah, Uncle's not he's got some weird ideas. And yeah, he's like, well, you're not gonna skin me, right?
You can keep your skin.
Yeah.
So yeah, he takes off his shirt, and like on his back are not sensibly written things. They're all arranged in a weird, like there's all these words and things, and they're arranged in like this weird circle with like lines going through it, and like different intersecting circles and things like that. Some of it's words and numbers and things, and some of it's just like weird squiggly lines.
I have the perfect solution for this. Bellum reaches into her back pocket, takes out a cell phone, and takes a perfect picture.
Yeah, I think.
I was like,
I think Peaches is like, oh god, what the fuck is that? That's not a fucking yeah. And I think Adelaide's like, wait, is there a problem with it? Is it? I can't see it.
Compass. It's like a compass in a dictionary had a baby on your back.
He's like, is that a code? Is that part of the code?
I haven't read the whole thing yet, so it might be.
Yeah. So he's got I think Bellum can definitely recognize that there's some weird fucking arcane bullshit in this.
Yeah.
right.
So I think what I'm gonna do is see if I can find like a long piece of paper I can put on his back and like hopefully get somewhere where there's sunlight and like trace it.
There's no sunlight today.
Great.
That's not a thing today.
I have a lantern.
It'll have to do.
I will pull my lantern out
Cool.
from my load.
And I think in the process, Bellum's just gonna, try to strike up conversation with this guy. Maybe offer him a little shot of her homemade, booze from a flask, and be like,
Swamp
He's
whiskey.
definitely like, is it gonna hurt? Like,
no, not at all. It feels weird to be, I don't know, touching a random person's back for this long, and
Yeah.
he's like,
us not be
he definitely
talking
is
and
like,
drinking.
it's okay, you're not my type, right? Like,
Hey, sane?
Yeah.
Also, this is totally, you may want to invest in some Spirit Bane charms and some other things. And also get this
A bath?
tattoo altered or removed in some way to, it's just professional advice, let's say.
we haven't got all day. You've got from like, you hear from like,
Oh, really? Is the boat leaving the harbor today?
is it? Yeah, I think he definitely is like, you can stay here as long as you want, but I won't be, and I won't leave him here.
Oh, if you only knew where we lived.
Cool. All right. So, what role do you think it is to copy down
Oh boy.
this thing?
Yeah, does anybody have have one in finesse maybe?
I have, as I would say, I have a
Or a
finesse.
survey
I was
taker.
thinking that, or like survey maybe to like
Yeah.
look it over.
Survey would definitely be more about like getting an understanding of it, I would think. To make a perfect copy, I think feels more finessey.
Okay. Also, after this, I have a thing that we should all discuss as a crew
Yeah,
when we're not in
Okay.
earshot of these people.
sounds good.
Okay.
Are we stealing the boat?
I could always
Okay.
You know Aaron
things
too
that
well.
We should two things we should discuss when we're not in earshot of these people.
I'm glad that not only was that not the idea, but that it's a good idea that you still want to. I've got two things. I would like to use Foresight to assist by having some practice sessions tracing things.
That's a great idea.
To kind of make sure that we didn't know what condition these codes would be in. Doesn't surprise me that it's bloody prison break hidden code tattoos. So we've done a little bit of practice.
Cool. Awesome. So that's an assist.
Okay, what's the position and effect on this?
Given that you've... Oh, I can't call it controlled. I can call it risky, though. Um... Um... So the reason it's not controlled and it is risky is because of spooky bullshit. The reason, but I think you can certainly get standard effect.
Okay.
Nice.
So risky standard.
Do I want to push myself?
I can try to assist if you want one more.
You can't assist. You can't get 2 assists.
Yeah.
It's
sends
only
it
one
to-
assist, right?
Yeah.
Dice isn't bad. It'll be fine.
Are you worried about traumaing out?
No.
Oh.
I'm just really stingy with my stress early in a mission.
I mean,
right.
I don't feel like we're early in a mission.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna push myself, so it'll be 2 dice. I'm gonna squint extra hard at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing I did.
Yeah. Phew.
115.
I've seen too many ones.
That's a lot of ones today.
Yeah. All right. So that definitely works. Yeah, I think you do it, and I think a thing happens off screen.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm starting a clock off screen.
Okay.
Okay. I guess
So
we'll see if one of the 2 plans I have advances that clock.
so afraid and excited.
So yeah, Peaches is like, "You're done then? You don't need him for anything. He's a free man."
As far as we're concerned, Peaches.
As far as the mob's concerned, too.
Yeah.
Their ties to him are on this paper. So long as we get back with it safely, they have no need of him.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, Adelai's like, "I knew Uncle would be mad. I didn't think he'd send," and like gestures to like the 3 of you after me. I didn't realize it was such an important thing.
None of us killed you.
He's like, yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for not killing me.
Okay.
You're welcome.
He's like, can I go then? Is that...
Go directly to a tattoo shop, please, for your own good.
He's like, oh, okay, all right, cool. I'll do that. And he like fucks off, and yeah, Peaches starts like walking off the boat, like as he's leaving, and like as a parting remark, he's like, he's a good worker, that kid. And I think that's the end of the mission.
Whoa.
Okay.
That feels like a success.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid still.
Hell yeah.
So, now that they've left, first thing, how hard do you think this boat is to drive?
Dakota, you've worked at the docks, haven't you?
Yes.
This
yes.
boat isn't going fucking anywhere.
Yeah. That's disappointing.
Like you can see the waves going in and out of the bottom of it.
So the repairs that were scheduled have just not
It's
taken
It's
place.
rusted more in the time
Yeah.
that it's been in port.
I mean, it would definitely be at home at our base. With the other
Only we can get
shipwreck.
it there.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
I mean, then you would have one with like a fucking what is it, like a 6-inch gun. Like
Whoa.
the Edith Victorious is a is a scary ship.
Can. Okay, that'll be a thing for later.
Yeah, we can get in here. We can repair it.
Oh, I was just thinking of ripping the gun off and bringing that with us.
There
Not
are
now,
very
like
few
some
things
point
that
in
are
the future.
capable of carrying that heavier gun, and one of them is the Victorious.
Spirits.
A small gang could not carry that gun.
What about a superhuman?
No.
Okay. Second thing, we should make a copy of this for our records, just in case it becomes handy at some point in the future.
Yes.
Bargaining tool. I like it.
The mob was real quick
Or
to send
power.
killers after one of their former members. Might be good to have some sort of insurance in case they decide to send someone after us.
I'm confused because he kept saying uncle, and I don't know if that's an
Someone in the
affectation
mob.
or if he's literally the nephew.
Of the mob head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
That may be the reason we were given the option of not bringing his body back.
Right.
I mean, I think you know that the boy's name was Adelaide Levine, and Innes Levine is the mob convener.
There you go.
yeah. So he is, in fact. I mean, I like to think that our reputation isn't what it is, and that people recognize that we're doing the right thing. But
I would hope that too, but given the entirety of the people we've dealt with today, that is not the case.
so perhaps there is more for us to think about as to why we were given this particular task.
It's not enough to bash in heads, we've got to bash in minds. At this point.
Mind bashers.
All right, shall we take our first break on that note?
Beautiful.
All
Let's
right,
do it.
We'll be back in a little bit.